All right, this concept, this is a foundational concept that we really need to hammer home. So, yeah, watch this video a few times. Get it in your brain.
Okay.
So, quarter notes, right? The thing that swings in a piece are the eighth notes.
Okay.
Not the 16th notes, not the quarter notes, not the half notes. Only the eighth notes swing. So, if you have your quarter note here, there's two ways, or a couple ways that we're thinking about this. First, we have our quarter note, and then we have our first subdivision, which is just in two, which is what we call straight eighth notes. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and so it's evenly divided. Then we can divide our quarter note into an eighth note triplet, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's a little quicker. And then we can omit the second beat. So we can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So this is our shuffle rhythm. Okay? Just like in our shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The main thing that makes it swing is it's a triplet and you're omitting the second beat. Okay?
Okay.
So, when we are counting out loud, if we're counting in straight rhythm, which is just straight eighth notes, you can say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if we're playing like a Bach minuet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Okay? Everything is there. When it's written on the score, well, not here or implied, that it's a swing tune, what you're going to be doing is swinging the eighths, which again is our 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? But we're going to count it. The words that we're going to use are the same words. We're still going to say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but the and is going to be kicked over a little bit. So you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
It's more of a gallop.
Yeah, it's like a gallop. That's a good way to describe it. So if I'm going to play my Bach minuet again, I can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. So that would be swinging that melody,
Okay.
which generally I would advise against.
With Bach
in the
anyway.
case of Bach. He has some of his stuff swings. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah, but it's all the stuff that's like in 9 and 6 and
Oh. Okay.
the jigs. Anyway, so that brings us to the written note here. So our melody, the first part of our melody is all eighth notes. Okay?
Those are the ones you swing.
So those are the ones you swing. So what I just did was a literal interpretation. So I went, and so it's 1, 2, 3. Starts on beat 4. 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 1. The way that you're supposed to play it, in this example, instead of 1 and 2 and 3, we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay?
Whoa, okay.
So what I'm trying to give you is a shorthand way, or the way, I mean, this is how we count it in the real world, and this is how we write it in the real world. But this is not how it sounds. The way that it sounds,
right.
It's slightly different. If you went in and wrote little eighth rests in between each of those and made them triplets, that would be the way that it sounds in reality.
But the triplet is the eighth note.
Yeah.
Wait, each eighth note is triplets.
So each quarter note you divide it into 3 beats, which translates to eighth note triplets.
So the middle note in between here is a rest, actually, under
So
swing.
this would be the real way that this looks is like that. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there's
Okay.
nothing here. This is,
Wow, that's really wild.
yeah.
It's a little bit mind-blowing.
I think so.
I
But-
didn't think it was, it kind of made sense with the bass, but when you do it in the melody,
Yeah, this is the conversion that we're doing now.
wow.
We're
okay.
changing it so that not only are you doing it with the melody, but it's much quicker, and before when we're doing our shuffle, we were tapping like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now we're just tapping on the quarter notes, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So you can see it's much quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And in this melody, wow. I'm here. That's even slow for this melody, but if I was to convert that to the shuffle, okay, instead of going
Right.
which wears you out, you just see, as we go, we can learn to tap in different places and therefore thereby perceive the rhythm in different ways.
Okay.
The rhythms that are coming at us can be broken down in different ways. We can find the quickest subdivision,
Mm-hmm.
tap every of those. We can tap every other beat. We can tap every 3 beats, every 4 beats, whatever you want, as long as it makes sense to the music. And that's one of the things about rhythm. Rhythm is really easy on paper, but then when you really start to get into it and your
Yeah,
perception
no
of it,
kidding.
especially, it becomes very tricky to keep your bearings.
Mm-hmm.
It's like doing lots of somersaults and then remembering which way is up.
Was I?